Today I played Terraria, but I have the One Piece mod. So in the last video, Terraria, but I played with the One Piece mod. I recommend you should watch it. We beat the Wall of Flesh and we got the Pwn Hammer. So we immediately went to the Crimson biome and braked the Crimson altars, giving us hard mode ores like Mithril, Cobalt, and Titanium. As you saw, the Crimson biome turned pink, meaning that our Crimson was now a hollow biome. But there wasn't anything bad about that. Sanji also moved in and sold Blackleg. So we got some Souls of Light and Night and got the spawner for the twins and fought it. The twins are mechanized versions of the Eye of Cthulhu, but there's two of them. And by killing them, we got hollowed bars and we got Souls of Sight. Souls of Sight are one of the types of souls that you can make to get the True Knight's Edge. The True Knight's Edge was a really good melee weapon that would help us a lot. So we went on a trip to the underworld, but this didn't last long because we had a little detour when we found a teleportation potion. So we took a little detour, but don't worry because we went back to the underworld and we found Diablo Jambe. And out of the corner of my eye, I found the Tori fruit model Phoenix. The Tori fruit is a mythical Zoan fruit that gives you the properties of a phoenix, like blue flames and regeneration, and allows you to heal yourself. This was super good because this is the rarest fruit in the game, and I didn't even notice the chest. I wasn't even trying to kill the chest. I didn't even see it, and I think one of my sword slashes might have caught it. So we got some more Souls of Light and Night and got the Destroyer. The Destroyer is a mechanized version of the Eater of Worlds. But we hadn't fought the Eater of Worlds because we were in a Crimson biome. We also spawned it away from the NPCs because if it gets near your NPCs, say goodbye. All of your NPCs die. We also got the turret. We also used the love stave on the Destroyer because it was a worm boss. So that's why I hadn't eaten the fruit yet. After this, we fought the Skeletron Prime. Skeletron Prime is a mechanized version of Skeletron, which had 4 arms. Each arm had lasers on them and were honestly kind of easy to kill because the arms are always kind of easy to kill. And Skeletron's head really only has one attack that's dashing at you, and it's easy to avoid. We also almost had the last arm. So after we had this last arm, it was wraps for Skeletron Prime. It dashed at us one more time, but we got the last arm. So now it can prepare to die and say goodbye. So killing this, we could get Souls of Fright, which is the last thing we need to make the True Knight's Edge. The True Knight's Edge, well, I already told you about it, but it's a component that can make the Terra Blade, and the Terra Blade can make the Zenith. To make the Terra Blade, we just needed a true Excalibur. I know what you're thinking. Excalibur, that's Arthur's sword. That must be so good, but honestly, it kind of sucks. That I don't really use it apart from getting the Zenith. So we ate the Tori fruit model Phoenix used by Marco, the first division commander of the Whitebeard Pirates in One Piece. We went down to the jungle and made an arena, and we got some chlorophyte armor. So we made chlorophyte armor and found a Plantera summon. So on our Wyvern, we went up and waited. The Plantera came to us. Plantera usually in its stage, when you're in the stage where you fight Plantera, is honestly really hard. But if you know how to beat it, then you can beat it. You just have to go in a circle and have a good arena. as you can see, we had a lot of space, so we used that to our advantage, like we did on the Brain of Cthulhu fight in the last video. And the Plantera turned into the second form and chased us. We also killed some more and got Observation Hockey. Observation Hockey is one of the 3 types of hockeys, and it lets you dodge, which was super good. We also got Enma, and we also killed the Skeletron and regular Skeletron and got Conqueror's Hockey. Conqueror's Hockey basically is just like an aura that's around you that can make you damaged and also knock you out. In this game, it only stuns enemies. And we also got full health with life fruits. I mentioned in the last video, we got lots of stuff like Shisui. I recommend you watch it. We also, with Sandai Kitetsu and Enma, we made 2-sword style, and we also found the altar room. The next thing we're gonna do in this altar room is fight the golem. But with a confined space like this, how am I gonna beat him? It's okay, cause the golem sucks. He's honestly horrible. He's not hard. The head pops off, and then you kill the body. So after we got that stuff, we wanted to kill the lunatic cultist. Killing the lunatic cultist would mean that we would spawn the lunar event, which has 4 totems basically that are solar, vortex, stardust, and nebula. Those can make specific classes of weapons very, very good. For example, nebula, it contains magic-based weapons and magic-based armor. The lunatic cultist was really not that hard at all, especially because we had hockey. So we made our way to first kill the stardust pillar, and the annoying thing about pillars is that you can't. They have two rows of hearts. The first time, you can't even kill it. You can't do any damage to it. When it's blue, you have to kill the enemies around it, and then when it weakens, then you can attack the pillar directly. So we killed it and got stardust fragments, but that didn't matter to us because stardust is mainly for summoners. And yes, we had a fire imp, but was that really like important? I also died, so that was annoying. And these worm things were so annoying because you can't kill them. You can only, you can't damage them. They're like bombs. They only go off until later. You can't do anything. You can't kill them. You just have to wait for it to be gone. And I also killed that one. I also wanted to get a weapon, so we killed the Wall of Flesh and got Ace's hat. And we went and killed the Duke Fishron, which also dropped Advanced Conqueror's Hockey and Observation Hockey, but it was a really rare thing to get, so it was gonna be hard. Back to the Wall of Flesh, we got Ace's hat, the former user of the Mara fruit, also known as the Flame fruit, and he died protecting his brother Luffy, our main protagonist, and he died from a Kainu who put a hole through his chest, and the caption was, "Ace, he really put a hole through our hearts." So they kind of did him dirty there. So we continue to beat Duke Fishron because it's a 1% drop from him, so we really have to be careful. The next thing I wanted to do was beat Queen Slime, and because she wasn't in the checkbook yet. I beat Queen Slime and Kikoku dropped. Kikoku is actually Law's weapon, and it had a 1% chance of dropping from Queen Slime, and I got it. And also, advanced Observation Hockey and Advanced Conqueror's Hockey was a 1% drop too, so yeah, that's why I said we had to kill a lot of Duke Fishrons. And the reason I'm killing all of these pillars again is because I died to Moonlord, and I'm not putting the footage in there. Don't even. If I see one thing about it, I'm gonna lose my brains. Okay, so the Moon Lord spawned. Okay, the Moon Lord has three attacks, not attacks. Three things that you target to kill. His left hand, his right hand, and his eyes. His eye. His left and right hand have eyes too, but whatever. And after you kill those three, you have to kill the heart. These phantasmal death rays were so annoying because they basically one-shot you. But after we used hockey on them, it changed the sprite of our attacks. So we used Tatsumaki because we were right next to it, and it did major damage. And we actually ended up killing the Moon Lord. This meant we beat the game, but did we really want to stop there? Did we really just want to give up? No. So, if you see what I'm trying to get, and what I'm crafting, you know what I'm getting. It's an endgame weapon. It's really hard to get. It's called the Zenith. I've never actually had the Zenith before, so this was really cool. We also got Griffin, Shanks' weapon, from the Golem. And here it is, the hardest boss in the whole game, the Empress of Light. The Empress of Light didn't drop anything too good, except the Light Rapier, which did like 600 damage, but it was a ranged weapon. But whatever. We also used the Rumble Ball that Chopper sold, and we saw the biggest bird. The Light Rapier is also under my Zenith. So if you were wondering what the Phoenix did, this was the attacks. The first attack was like a kick, and then the second attack was the Blue Seeker. It's under the flame thing, but if you saw it, it basically you spawn it and it targets the nearest enemy, but it's only gone after one. We also used in the second form in the half form we used the first one. As you can see, it dashed left and right, and then in the second attack, it was basically just like a slash, and it shook it made like a mountain strike. The next thing, and the defensive attacks are always the third attack, so I'm not gonna be saying those unless they're extremely special. Also, you see that white flame, my effect? A Lunarian can change those. Also, that last attack, that last form, the last attack was a circle. That was the defensive attack. So the last one, the full Phoenix form, you could fly infinitely, and the first attack was basically it just going in a circle, like as you can see. The second attack was multiple slices, and it was called the Blue Scythe, and obviously the defensive thing. So the next thing we wanted to get also, I really needed stamina for some reason. I got the hybrid form. The first form was like was basically just going left and right again. The second attack was like all around, and we awakened it. So the first attack was left and right again, and the second attack was like an array everywhere of those blue scythes, and the last defensive attack is that right there. I also showed off Griffin in this, so yeah. Okay guys, so make sure to subscribe. It took me a long time, and if you haven't seen this video, I know a little late for that. Please watch the first video. It took me a super long time making this video. It took almost 2 weeks worth of footage into like a 14-minute video, and it would mean so much to me if you commented, liked, and subscribed. I know that's asking for a lot, but if you just like and subscribe, I would be fine with that. I also have a Twitch account, and seeing this video was super hard to make. It took like a chunk out of my life just to make this. Sorry, I know, just end the video already. So I'm gonna do that. So make sure to follow, or subscribe, sorry, I'm used to Twitch. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.